Welcome, everyone. The ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this. The battle for the national championship and college football immortality. A moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And it almost feels like we were destined to get to this point. The top two seeds of the college football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions, and now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense making their way on the field today. Well, here we go. The energy in this building is absolutely amazing, Kirk. We are just 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion in college football.
And think about it, as a player, this is really what you dream about. This is what you work towards, having an opportunity to get to the national championship. Both these teams have worked hard. Now they're here. Let's see how it plays out.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They make the tackle, but it's a big gain. Ball near midfield, spotted at the 49.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Second down after that short completion. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And that run produces a decent gain.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Boilermakers offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Handoff to the back. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. And the Boilermakers will crank up the tempo. And looking to throw now on first down. Couldn't find anybody open. He just has to throw it away. 2nd and 10 here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Running back has it on a screen now. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. The important third down play coming up after that completion. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Let's it fly out of the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. That's an explosive gain. They've got him, but the gain all the way to the 28.
Well, that's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A quick throw out left, complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And it's complete downfield. Tackle made at the 13, but here we go, a red zone opportunity. The Boilermakers line up on 1st and 10 now. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Purdue. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. The Western Michigan offense back on the field now. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Tackled there by the defense.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
And this guy did everything that he could to try to get to that first down marker. It looks like he's just going to be inches short, and it's decision time for the offensive coordinator and head coach.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to 42.
Well, I know analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense and you trust the preparation you've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too, because it clearly has worked out for them.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
How about the call here? They call it the screen on 3rd down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got 4th and short.
4th down. He's throwing for it. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. And the Boilermakers come up to the line in a hurry-up. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Quick pass, the catch is made. And they've got him, the defense, with a tackle for loss to wrap up the first quarter of play. Purdue has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. Well, they've flipped into the field. We're set for the second quarter, and the national championship trophy is in the building. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. He hands it off from the gun. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. The ball is loose, and the defense jumps on the football.
Well, anytime the quarterback takes off and improvises, there's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground. He does a nice job of going off script, trying to create to make something, anything happen, but he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball away.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Receiver makes the catch.
Well, it's a great catch near the sideline and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
They've converted one of their 2 fourth down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. And he'll set up to throw. Contact as he threw it. The pass is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Purdue. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defense. More fired up than a pick 6. Now, let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
This one will be fair caught. The Broncos offense back on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
4 receivers on the field, but they take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Pass caught. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Empty set now, 5 wide. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out. It's Parker. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. That fumble from the last possession set up a touchdown, and they bounce back from that costly error here. They begin with a quick throw to the left, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. And the Boilermakers will come to the line to run the hurry-up. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Offense in hurry-up mode. First down, looking to throw the football. Snags the quick throw. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. That completion makes it second and short. And they hand it off to the back. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. The Boilermakers are on the move here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue with...
It's a fumble! Recovered by the offense and good for first down yardage. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. And the Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Oh, that one's picked off. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Oh, how I love when this happens. The big dog up front is working hard and snatched his opportunity. Good for him.
Here comes Western Michigan's offense out there. Looking to throw it on first down. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. They make the stop, but a big gain. Looks like an enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 48. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Back to throw again. Makes a quick catch. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Offense getting set. It's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught quickly. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Again, thrown out of the RPO, it is complete. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris? To me, the outside receiver is usually a little bit longer, taller guy.
Running toward the end zone, but the defense forces a fumble. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Now the important point after attempt. The extra point is good, so the lead is 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it falls incomplete. That play makes it 2nd and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's going to pull it down and run. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. And a quick timeout called by the offense after the play. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. They'll try a pass here. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway. Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Oh, he makes the catch out of the 10. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Made the defense look slow that time.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk. Fellas, hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. And the Boilermakers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks like he's going to run it. Slides down to avoid the tackle. 3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They've got him, but not before he makes a 1st down at the 41. The Boilermakers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship,
he's picked for a 3rd time tonight. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be in.
Looking for a deep completion. Catch made down inside the 10. Touchdown, Broncos. This offense cannot be stopped. Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the mark.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
The Boilermakers pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running.
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
This sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they were going to come in.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
After consecutive losses, they need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create, and he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And this pass is on target, caught. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. That's a design quarterback keeper. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to 3rd down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. But we've got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock.
The offense really clicking here. And the back now goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Fights off a defender. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Crucial third down play right here. Looking to throw yet again. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. So a field goal attempt coming up now. He made good on his first try. This one is from 36 yards away. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Handoff to the right side. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. And the Boilermakers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Fires it on the move. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. The Boilermakers bring their punt team onto the field. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Western Michigan offense back on the field now. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. Quick spin on the run. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And the beatdown continues. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Well, Kurt, Western Michigan has the lead here. We're just 1 quarter away from crowning a national championship. Let's check out the game summary so far. So 1 final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Quarterback drops back. It's an out route. The catch made. Finally out of bounds after a solid game. But there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Catch made on the left side. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9. Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. And here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
But how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. They could create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
And the PAT is good. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. The Broncos offense back on the field now. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building in the lead here in the 2nd half. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chain.
He's got room looking for the end zone. Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a
touchdown Broncos. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Hey, it's 1st and goal. Why wait? Go with the sure thing. Let that quarterback get behind his line, push his way in for the touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field.
29 Philly. 2-9.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. He'll spot the ball at the 40. He moves the ball to the 40. It'll be 1st down. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense is not giving up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The completion makes it 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Grab down the middle. It's Parker. Eventually taken down, but how about the spin move that earned him 1st down yardage? And the Boilermakers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Well, already playing with the lead here in the national championship, this defense is opportunistic. Eyes on the football, running to the ball, good team pursuit. When that ball hits the ground, they jump on top of it for a critical turnover.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. That completion makes it second and short. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5.
I personally love the aggressive approach here by this offensive coordinator. You got to take some chances. You got to create some matchups. But if you don't protect the quarterback, you have no chance.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And he's able to get the boot away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Bring him down after a small gain. They played it safe there on third and long.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also...
He's looking deep here. Gets made down inside the 15-yard line. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Western Michigan. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Kicking team on now for the extra point. When the kick is up and good, they tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Makes a quick grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Pressure is coming. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he's back for throw again after that incompletion on first down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Snags a quick throw. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. And the Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Oh, it lands just short of the goal line, then bounces in for a touchback. Here comes Western Michigan's offense out there. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out, and they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. First down and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead. Nobody can bring him down. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pocket breaking down. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. The Boilermakers have first and 10 here. And the quarterback dropping back. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better. But it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
See what the call is on first and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, they almost had another interception. It'll be second down. Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's going to take off. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but the gain sets up the offense. First and goal from the 10. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue. So what happened there? The defense just lost track of the tight end down the goal line.
I don't know if they were just so focused on defending the goal line, they just completely forgot about the tight end. That'll be probably the easiest touchdown throw and catch of the game we see all day.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. That's a mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Western Michigan Broncos.